What's going on, everybody? So now here cleaning a little bit, trying to catch up on stuff. Want to go over what we're gonna do for sure. I know I talked about doing a bunch of different things on the white truck, but these are things I'm gonna do for sure for this coming spring, as long as time allows, money allows. It's on a pretty tight budget within reason. So got wife's car down. I don't know for how long. It's gonna be expensive, so she's driving the Silverado. I'm driving my Dodge. As soon as warm weather hits, I gotta drive the blue one, just so I got two backup vehicles, and because of the baby. But what I want to talk about is I'm going to cut out this front support because I don't run a hood latch, I just run hood pins. So I don't need all this extra bracing. My trans cooler, I just made a couple brackets and leave it sit there. I could put it on the radiator. I haven't had problems with overheating yet, so not gonna. So I think we're just gonna take the mounts and how this sits on the inside, like so. I think I'm just gonna flip it over so that the cooler is now on the outside of the core support here in between the grill. Then we're gonna I'm gonna cut these, I don't know if you can see them, these fins here. This is where your air conditioner always set, or your AC condenser coil. I bent them back just so I could get more airflow when I'm going down the road. That just blows in around the radiator. I'm gonna cut them off. I'm gonna take the radiator, I'm gonna slide this radiator over a little bit. There's probably maybe an inch there. And I got about an inch and a half on this side, maybe 2 inches, I don't know. So that would give me a lot of room here. I'm gonna reroute these tranny cooler lines that are down here around somewhere else. And then I'm gonna take this whole radiator, so you can see how it sits out. It sits so close to everything, it's hard to work on, and then the fans blow right on the carb. So I'm gonna cut out this core support, kind of like, let's see if I move it over, probably gonna cut it like this, right up here, down, and then wherever that little brace is. So we're talking maybe 6 inches. And then I'm gonna have all of this right here will be in here. So then I should have all kinds of room between the alternator and everything. So that's one thing I'm doing for sure. And then back when I did that dumbass booster or nozzle discharge, the needle went in the motor, I siliconed the China rails and they're leaking. So I gotta re-pull the intake off and then reseal them. I'll probably do that closer to spring when it's warmer, so that it can just sit and cure instead of trying to dump the antifreeze, get it warm, put silicone on it, slap it together, and hope like hell that it dries. So we're gonna get that, and then I'm really considering pulling out the inner fenders. I kept them in there just because I wanted it to look nice, kind of still look like a truck, but I think it'd be better if they're out, because then we're gonna let a whole bunch of hot air out of here. Moving the radiator is gonna help a lot with getting the hot air off the motor. And so think about pulling them out, and then because with the mud tires anyway, they stick out quite a bit. stick out quite a bit anyway, so it's not really gonna be throwing that much dirt, but I may just notch it out too so that it is covered. It just kind of sucks trying to work on it and everything's here, and I already trimmed them once and it'd been easier just to cut most of it off and then reinstall it anyway. And then we're going to put a master disconnect in the back so I can be compliant, and then put a battery box, an actual marine battery box in the back. That way it's covered, because I honestly didn't know that you had to have a covered battery if it was lead acid, so otherwise I would just bought that in the first place instead of having one that I got off eBay pretty cheap. So, but that's all I got for today. Just want to let you guys know, so be looking forward to those projects coming up. Thanks for watching.